Deborah. Welcome to my channel. We're going to talk about why the Dominican is considered the Wild Wild West. Every country has its own laws. Some countries hardly have any. I'm a seasoned traveler. I know what to pack, how to pack, and long lines don't scare me at all. The only thing that does bother me is if I stand too long or sit too long, it does cause a lot of pain for me. So the laws that you may have in the U.S., they're not here in the Dominican, and that's probably true with any third world country, whatever. In the USA, you've got those big, massive highways. You won't see them in, like the Dominican. You won't see those kind of highways. I think Puerto Plata just now got a Pizza Hut and a Burger King. So there's hardly any rules governing transportation. You know, in America, you can make a right-hand turn on red. Well, here, 3 motorcycles can turn all at once. You're going to see some wild stuff, and it's going to like throw you. But if you can't go with the flow, if you can't hang well with the natives, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. But I think the only way to get culture in your life is to experience new things. But all in all, I find the place pretty honest. Like when I was in Jamaica once, I left my debit card at a very nice restaurant, and 2 days later, they found me and brought back my debit card, and that was just, you know, wonderful. People here don't forget you if you're a tourist. Like if you leave your purse or something, they will hold on to it and make sure you get it. So I've heard wonderful stories about that, but I've also heard stories about your luggage being stolen. I don't like giving my luggage to like a porter or valet. I like to know where my luggage is at all times. Just like when you're at the airport, you're not supposed to leave your luggage unattended. Let's see. Yeah, the airports are different. And I know I bought some vanilla flavoring, the real vanilla. And I remember when I bought it at the duty-free shop in Puerto Plata's airport, which is, the code is POP. When I got into Newark, New Jersey, they have to open up all liquids and test it in a machine, and to make sure it really is what it is on the bottle, you know. So that was a little startling, because what that does, it holds up the line, it holds up you, sometimes a half hour or 45 minutes. Sometimes the machines break down, no matter which airport you're at. They scan your whole body now, and you have to hold your hands up. Now I have 2 ceramic hips, and I have a titanium screws in my back, and I go through security with no problem. So I always thought you had to carry that little card, but you don't, because it doesn't stop the security cameras or whatever. I have learned to put anything that's questionable, like liquid makeup or anything liquid, put it in your checked baggage. Now that means the ones that you give to them and they weigh and put on the plane without you there. And I always bring a little teeny bag that will go under the seat of the airplane or in the overhead. You'll always bring your medication and all your legal documents, and go, I learned this a long time ago by a guy who's been to more countries than anybody else. It's hobotraveler.com. I don't know if he's still doing that, but he said go to Ginkgo's or Staples and get a miniature copy of your passport, and it looks like a credit card. And I give that to the banks, because see, in the banks here in the Dominican, you can't go in the bank without your passport. And it's kind of dangerous to carry around your passport, so I just give them that little laminated copy. Of course, you got to have your CDC card. I wish now I'd had the booster, but I went and got the flu shot instead of my last booster. Now, some places you have to wear your mask, and some places don't care. Here, you're allowed to smoke if you want to smoke. Last night, I saw like 5 people smoking in a restaurant. It depends on where the restaurant is, too. But the Dominican food is very different than the Jamaican food, so don't confuse the two. Like, you won't find jerk chicken here in the Dominican. I have not seen it on a menu, and I've been to a lot of restaurants here. Let's see. The spices are different too. And if you stay here for like 3 months, you're gonna lose weight because you are constantly fed vegetables and fresh fruit. So yeah, you can lose weight here. So if you're not tough, if you're not streetwise, I would not come here alone, because you have to be a little bit savvy in order to deal with the vendors and the people confronting you. Now, I have never been offered drugs here at all. Not that I'm looking for them, but in Jamaica, you walk down the street 10 feet, you're gonna be confronted a lot. But in the Dominican, that's not an issue. There's no one out here selling drugs. They might be selling Cialis and Viagra, but no, not any weed or anything like that. So, and there are pharmacies here where you can walk in without a prescription and get the basic medication. I even saw metformin and some other diabetic medication. And if like I was looking for Augmentin, which is an antibiotic. Sometimes when I get sick, I'm too sick to go to the doctor. So I like to keep a little bit of antibiotics on hand, but the pharmacist says we don't have it today, but we will order it and have it tomorrow. So yeah, you can get certain drugs. Now, opiates, don't even think, you're not gonna get that here at all. So, but I do get the Retin A, which is what I use religiously for wrinkles. It is the only proven thing for skincare, and it sloughs off all that dead skin, you know, and then you gotta exfoliate to get it off. But it's not called Retin A, they have a name. This is what I do. When I get here, I go on Google and say, what is the Spanish name for this medication? And then you do a screenshot and show the pharmacist, because a lot of them don't know the English name. So I'll say goodbye. Thanks for watching.